Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. Papa.
I'm learning how to spell it.
Learn how to spell it, but he's still not learning how to use it, folks. I can promise you that. And he's not attempting to learn how to use it either.
I'll admit you're right.
Yeah, turn that all the way up there. All those. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Well, we got some announcements, Papa. Not too many, but
as usual.
Yeah. Sometimes we're bombarded with them, aren't we? This looks pretty cool here. Let's see. Well, that picture, the Lost Sea Adventure, I'm reading from the flyer, but okay, this is for the, how would you say that? Largen family? Largen. Okay, it's a benefit for the Largen family. It's going to be held at Cold Springs Baptist Church Family Life Center. It'll be September the 12th. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. They'll have food and music. At 5, they will start a live auction. And let's see what they got going on with the food. They got 1 whole beef to be sold.
Whoa!
I know that's enough to go right there.
I got nowhere to put it.
I got a freezer.
Exactly. It'll be donated by Morris Brothers Stockyard. They have a sale every Monday at 1 p.m. and the processing is by White's Slaughterhouse. There'll be a cedar gun cabinet that's donated by Freebird Farms. To make a donation, folks, you can contact, I'm going to give 2 of the numbers because there's a bunch of them. You can call Brian at 423-240-5533, or you can call Matt at 423-252-4758, and this is benefiting the Largen family.
Did you tell them when?
Yes, I did. September 12th from 4 to 5. I was on the first thing just said there, Papa.
I didn't hear you. First mistake I ever made.
Notice, folks, that he makes that mistake every episode.
Caught again.
And, all right, well, radio listeners, this is going on, well, today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, really, it's over for today, but they've got another day of this. It's a multi-family yard sale, and it's going on at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department, and it's from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., so that's going to be tomorrow. Like I said, they had it today, but it is over now. But you can go out there tomorrow if you want to at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department for the multi-family yard sale. And speaking of the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department, they've got something else going on tomorrow too, don't they, Papa?
We do, and it will be from 7 to 10 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a breakfast. The breakfast will consist of biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, pancakes, hashed brown potatoes, bacon, sausage, country ham, and fried bologna.
Dang, that sounds real good.
You know, I've got to where when I have a bologna sandwich, I want it fried.
Oh, yeah.
It does something to it.
Makes it
I guess
better.
It fries it. And you have fruit.
It does that.
And you have orange juice and coffee and milk. It costs $7.
Right.
But if you've got a bunch of kids under 10, you get in.
They get in for free.
Free food.
And that's I'll tell you, they've always got a great menu, don't they? Always.
They always include pancakes.
That's what gets us excited.
Well, everybody doesn't like gravy and biscuits.
That's true.
Strange people, but
No. True.
we have a Pikeville Gospel and Barbecue coming up the 24th of October.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be at the Main Street stage right here on Main Street.
That's right.
I bet that's the reason they call that the Main Street stage.
You think so?
I bet it is.
I bet it is.
There's going to be a gospel group performing, and they will be Pardon. No, that's their name.
Okay.
There will also be Greg Sullivan and Cody McCarver and many more. Probably some of your local talent might be thrown in there.
I'd say so, yeah.
Reckon Caleb would?
I don't know.
This is food furnished by the Morgan Brothers outfit. That's the barbecue.
Yes.
There's going to be singing, and it's going to be sponsored by a bunch of people, important
Including,
people.
yeah.
Important people.
I know.
WUAT Radio.
They're pretty important, I
some
tell
of
you.
them. Gibbs Pools, I know some of them.
Yeah.
One of them, Ember's Ice Cream
We know
Shop.
them too, don't we?
Ember's Ice Cream Shop, I'll tell you, that's one of the favorite places in Pikeville on a hot day.
Yes,
And
definitely.
then Bledsoe Telephone Co-op Fiber.
There we go.
So
Boy,
you
some
have
great sponsors,
several-
I tell you.
It's being sponsored by more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a big deal.
And that'll be on October the 24th once again. Speaking of Morgan Brothers, I did want to tell everybody, they wanted us to announce that they are back open. The restaurant's been back open for a few weeks, but the bar is now officially back open this weekend. They'll have karaoke both nights, Friday and Saturday, from 9 until midnight. All right, so I've been asked this by several people as well when it's opening back up. They are open back up. You can go there now officially. Karaoke kicks off this weekend, and it's going to be every weekend, but this weekend it'll be from 9 to midnight on Friday and Saturday night. And got a great menu to look at here too. Great menu. And also they not 100% on the date, but it is going to be soon for the Morgans on Main to be open again. It's going to be either the first week of September or the beginning of the second week. They're going to give me an official day on that in the coming days.
Well, first week of September is next week.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Oh no, I talked to them yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Benny will
So
ask you.
I'll let you guys know as soon as and they also have something big in the works too, but I'm not privy to talk about that yet, but I can't wait to be able to make that announcement about the Morgan Brothers.
Right
It's
now,
huge.
It's
huge.
a mystery right now.
It's well, it's no longer a mystery to me, but I'm not going to say nothing.
Can't even see inside.
It's going to be great. That's all I can say.
I want to
It's
ask you
going to be
about
great.
karaoke, Billy. Can you participate?
In the yeah, I can participate.
What do you do if you could I participate?
Anybody can participate in karaoke.
What do I do?
You pick a song that you want to sing, you get up there and you sing it, and it's got the words for you on the screen.
I thought I would be singing, mouthing somebody else's song, but I
No, you're not going to be lip syncing, no.
Karaoke is your own voice.
Yes,
And their
yes,
music. And their
yeah.
I don't believe I better do that. I don't believe I better do that. Only one.
I'd like to see it.
Only one time. Listen, one time in my life, my pastor on a Sunday night.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting out here in the audience. He says, "Albert, come up here." I looked around to see if there's another Albert. He said, "Come up here and sing." He told me what to sing.
Oh, wow.
Free bird, Albert.
He really, he really thought you could sing, huh?
Well, he let me.
Well,
There were two stanzas.
well, you must have done pretty good. I
Let's
don't know.
see.
Did you do good? They asked you again.
Shackled by a heavy burden. Neath a load. What was the name of that song? Anyway,
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
you ought to come and listen to me sing next time.
I'll be sure to do that.
That was 20 years ago, and he never has let me do it again.
Now, I did hear you sing one night, remember, when Caleb and Brandon were
I
at
did
the
sing.
Lincoln School,
I
remember?
did sing
Yep.
a song. I sure did.
I remember that a few years ago.
Hey, listen, when I graduated
Mm-hmm.
for class night, they had me to sing a song, a special. And
Well, you
thought-
must sing better than what you let on or
I thought
something.
I thought it was when Johnny comes marching home again, but it was "Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree with Anyone Else But Me."
Okay.
You've never heard that?
I have not.
That's 150 years old. But
Apparently.
that's the song that I sang my class night.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you sung on class
Never
night
did have a
too.
request for another one of those.
I'm going to be nice, even though you really opened the door there for some stuff to say. I'm going to be nice. All right, well, Papa, it is trivia time.
These are different.
Okay,
These
that kind of scares me, folks, but okay.
When is Mother's Month? Out of the 12 months?
May.
May. All right. You got that one right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you are a newlywed, what is your title?
Newlyweds.
No, if you're Albert and Carolyn got married.
Mm-hmm.
Albert was a senior in high school. She was a sophomore. What did we become after we got married? How am I addressed? How is she addressed? When you talk,
Like Mr.
Mr. or Mrs.
Okay, yeah.
Newlywed title.
Okay.
Don't ask me why I thought of that.
I'm not going to.
When you hear a crow cry, how's the sound?
I don't know what the
crow.
Caw, whatever they do that.
Spell it C-A-W. Caw, caw.
Oh, I knew it was something like that, yeah.
Listen, years and years and years ago, I was a meat cutter.
Okay. Yeah,
the
that's
man
true.
that repaired shoes had a business straight across the street from our store.
Mm-hmm.
He was a deaf mute, and his wife was too.
Oh, wow.
When she came in the store to get my attention, she would say, caw, caw, caw. She got my attention.
That would.
I went to their home one time. He built his own house. It's still standing.
Oh.
I went to their home one time, and here's the doorbell. And I look at that bell button, and I think, well, if I press that doorbell, how are they going to hear that? But I pressed it, and they came to the door. Every light in the house flashed on and off.
That's how.
He did that on his own. He was a smart man.
That is smart. That is, yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Give me the name of a nemesis for, a wolf's kin. He's kin to a wolf, and Marvin has a lot of trouble with him.
A coyote.
Coyote. But they're kin to a wolf.
Yeah. They are bad here. They are.
Coyotes, more so than wolves, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. There's a lot of coyotes.
They're more prolific.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, what's a landlord's income? What do you call what a landlord lives on?
Oh, their tenants' rent money.
The rent money.
Yeah.
I never have been a landlord. I've got an empty room. I might rent Eddie Albert's room out, and I would be a landlord.
That's right.
Where is the domain of a mermaid?
The domain.
The domain of a mermaid.
I mean, she lives in the ocean.
Lives in the ocean or the sea.
Yeah.
Wonder what the difference is in an ocean and a sea.
That bugs me.
Some of the bodies of
know.
water are called oceans, and some of the bodies of water are called seas.
Yeah.
Inland, you've got lakes and ponds and rivers and
True.
rills. And let's go
I don't know
on.
why. I don't know.
If someone walks up to you and says, "Well, how are you feeling today, Billy?" and you say, "Okay," but you want to say it in another way, 2 words. I mean, one word pronounced, you say it twice. I'm just...
Oh, like so-so?
So-so.
Okay.
That means okay, but you're 6 of one and half dozen the other.
Yeah. It's like, I know, like, you're not great on top of the world, but you're not bad either. Just kind of somewhere in between.
But probably need prayer. Okay.
Definitely.
You're doing good, Billy. 007 for 1.
Say what now?
007
Okay.
for 1. What is his profession?
Oh, he's a spy.
He's a spy.
Yeah, he's a spy.
I was a spy for the FBI.
Yeah. James Bond.
He's 007. One you most remember, isn't he?
Probably the most remembered, I would
Brosnan,
think.
is he one of them too?
Who?
Pierce Brosnan, was he one of them?
Yeah, he played on the movies, yeah.
Anyway, here's my next one.
Okay.
A singer, the first name has got 4 letters in it. Her last name is McIntyre.
Oh, Reba.
Reba,
May.
boy, she's good.
She is good. She's great.
She's multi-talented. She
She
can
is.
sing, and she's an actress.
She's a great actress,
successful
too.
at both of them.
Very much so, kind of like Dolly Parton does.
I think God gifts His children with at least one gift.
And they got to.
But then there's some people in our church
Yeah?
that God just gave and gave and gave.
Oh, really?
I don't understand why He didn't give and give and give to Albert.
You got passed over, didn't you?
But now singing might be one of mine if they'd ever let me sing again.
I mean, apparently so, I tell you. Yeah, he can make some dang good squash relish, folks. Now,
now
you need to sell that, Papa.
you need to get this one right. Carolyn, on my day off, when I got home, I had to go to the store and work till from 4 o'clock in the morning to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But every time I got home on my day off, she'd have the yard mowed and the weed eating done and my sandwich made, and she'd say, let's go. So we'd take off and go fishing. What was Carolyn's favorite fish bait?
Okay, so let me think here a minute. Because I remember y'all used to go fishing quite a bit.
Yeah.
And Nanny loved fishing as much as you did.
More so.
More so.
Because I put the bait on her hook and took the fish off, and I didn't get to fish any.
Let's see. Let me think here. Hers was not a worm.
Yes, it was.
It was a worm?
Or a
I
cricket.
thought it was a cricket.
Well, one or the other.
Okay.
She did not like to fish with artificial bait.
Right, yeah.
She'd rather fish with a red worm, but she wanted me to put the worm on.
Yeah, exactly. And she used crickets though too.
She caught more fish than I did, but the reason was because she spent more time fishing than I did.
Right. She's
That's
become
all
good at
trivia. That's all. You did well, Billy. You did well.
Well, thank you. I think I did pretty dang good, considering they were, as always, random and all over the place. So
I don't know why do they. I don't know. I have no idea.
You were gonna say why? I don't know why they pop in my head. I don't know, wasn't you?
I don't.
I don't. Trust me, I don't.
I'm telling the truth.
I do believe you. I do believe you. So that is it for trivia.
Now you ready for sports?
Well, let's tell
I've got
people
a lot
about
of
some.
sports.
Yeah, they're actually playing it now.
I've got a
And
lot
I'm
of
loving
sports.
it. I'm so glad to see sports back. Man,
Last
I
Friday
missed
night, Bledsoe County had their first game of the
Oh,
season
yeah,
on the road.
it. Yeah, Whitwell.
They had to go to Whitwell.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
We call it Whitwell, but
Oh, that's
people
its
that live
name.
down there, they call it Whitwell.
Yeah.
Coal mining town.
Yeah.
But we went down there, and I don't know if
We
Whitwell
demolished them.
I don't know if they expected to win or not, but every sports writer in the Chattanooga paper picked us to win.
Well, and when we did.
We won big time.
Yeah. That was like, 40-7, something like that?
I can't remember exactly. I believe it was 40-7. Yeah, it was 40-7. And we got 315 yards on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The boys' names that you're going to hear, you'll hear Cadillac Seaver mentioned quite a bit.
He had a big game.
You'll hear Harmon Keith's name mentioned quite a bit. He's the
he had a big
quarterback.
game too, yeah.
And but between the two of them, I think Keith got 3 of the quarterbacks. I mean the touchdowns.
Yeah.
Quarterback. He's the quarterback. He got 3 TDs.
Yeah, he had a big game, he did.
The thing about being a quarterback, you can call your own number on the play.
Yeah, that's true.
And the
That's
rest of the team's got to go along with you.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was good to win the first game of the season on the road.
Yeah, their first 2 games have been on the
Now,
road.
meanwhile, South Pittsburgh drubbed Dunlap.
Yes, they did.
Okay,
They
now
did.
last
South
night,
Pittsburgh, I think they're back.
We had to go on the road again. We went to East Ridge.
And won again.
We won 21-14.
I knew that'd be a tough game.
But again, we only scored 3 TDs. Cadillac Seaver got 2 of those, and Keith got 1.
Yeah, they both had, both games, both of them had really good games so far.
Game.
Yeah.
We take on Tyner this Friday night.
First home game of the season, folks.
It will be a home game. We'll be on a familiar turf Whereas
That's right.
we won 2 games on the road, so I don't.
I know.
Tyner is a.
But
I
now
just don't-
Tyner's a I mean, they're great usually.
But they're not in our
tough.
region. It
No,
won't be
it
a
won't.
regional game.
That's true. But that's a big ask to beat Tyner. It'd be great if Bledsoe can pull that upset off. That would
Well,
be huge.
You remember my lady friend that died, Patricia Nail?
I sure do. I sure do.
Her sister Anita, her
Mhm.
husband was very close in with the program at Tyner.
Oh,
He was
okay.
there on the sidelines helping with every game.
I did not know
He's not
that.
doing that now, but I bet he'll be here rooting for Tyner.
Okay.
I might ought to go down there and root against him.
Exactly. And if you don't make it to the game, folks, you can always listen to the games here on WUAT Radio
How
every
handy!
Friday night.
How
yeah.
handy!
Mike and Bradley will have the
What is
call
number of
for
this radio
you.
Station?
AM 1110.
1110. That's an
Yeah.
AM.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Oh, how's your Dodgers doing, Papa?
Well, my Dodgers just happen to be in first place. They've got a 5-game lead.
I-
They won 24 ball games and lost 9.
That's a good
Whereas the
start
Atlanta
to the
Braves,
season.
the hot Braves, they're in first place.
Well, they're having a good season so far too.
They're 18 and 12,
Okay.
but they're in first
Well,
place.
your Dodgers is doing a little bit better.
Well, I expect my Dodgers to.
Oh,
They're my team. They're my team. I expect them to do well. Golf. No, you don't care for golf nor marbles.
he always tells it. Well, marbles, no, I don't, because marbles is not a sport.
But up in Norton, Massachusetts last weekend, they had the Northern Trust PGA tournament,
Okay.
and the number 1 player in the world, Dustin Thomas, won by 11 strokes. There was no contest. For his efforts, bless
Yeah,
his
that's
heart,
true.
he only won $1,710,000. Bless his heart.
Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy, I tell you.
Isn't that terrible?
They're getting paid big money to win those tournaments.
Now this is where I wish I knew how to use those phones. The racing made the scene. Listen, I'm telling you the truth. The Indy 500 it's the
That's a big
greatest
race. Yeah.
spectacle in sports is what they advertise it.
Okay,
And
I
even
don't know about all that,
one man
but it's
even
big.
says they're the 800-pound gorilla.
I mean, it probably is the biggest race, obviously, yes. That and then probably Daytona.
I know, but they say that the Indy 500
It's huge.
is
yeah.
the greatest spectacle in sports. That's quite an announcement. But anyway,
Yeah.
I forgot who won. And see, if I had a phone that I knew how to work, I could have looked that up.
See, that's why they need to take my advice, folks, and learn how to use
But I was reading the article.
internet.
I was reading the article and writing this stuff down, and I got a phone call and had to leave. And when I came back, I forgot. So I never did finish it up. Let me tell you, that's the first mistake I ever made.
Oh, you made 2 today already.
Oh, okay. That's the second one. Football. Tennessee style.
Yeah. All right.
We're only going to have 5 home games. They're going to be Missouri, Kentucky, Alabama, Texas A&M, and Florida.
Yes.
That's the 5 we'll play. Instead of 102,000 plus, we'll be playing in front of 25,000 fans. Before you get skitterish, let me tell you, 65 years ago, Bowden White was our coach. We beat Alabama 20-0. We beat Florida 20-0.
Hey.
We had an all SEC tailback. That was when we had the single wing. His name was Johnny Majors.
Oh, he went on to be the coach for UT.
Our crowd, on average, was 24,998.
I bet it was completely sold out. every
Bursting
game
at
too.
the seams.
I'm sure.
That was 65 years ago.
Wow.
But now the ratings came out on Tuesday, and Tennessee is ranked number 25.
Oh, well, good.
So
Good.
with our already 5 other teams in the SEC ranked,
That makes number
That makes
6.
6 out of 14 teams that are in the top 25 ranked teams in the nation. I think that speaks well of the SEC.
It really speaks volumes. It does. I'm telling you, the SEC is by far the best conference in college football.
No contest. And then our little cousin down at Chattanooga, UTC, they only have one game for the year. It's going to be Western Kentucky. That's the only game they'll have. For that
You've
one
got
game,
to be kidding me.
for that one game, Western Kentucky is going to pay them $352,000.
That's the only game. I did not know this. I'm shocked.
I read it in the paper yesterday.
So I take it the
One
Southern
game.
Conference is not going to let their teams play then. That has to be what it
Evidently not,
is.
but
I thought that was just the Big Ten and the Pac-12.
But Western Kentucky let UTC in the schedule there for they needed them, I'm sure.
And so wow. I
Okay.
did not know that. Did you till yesterday?
Not
you said.
until I read it in the paper. Basketball.
Wow. All right, let's hear some basketball.
Let me tell you, there's some bad news if you're an LSU fan. You remember Will Wade when he was at UTC? Will Wade was the coach at UTC.
Yes.
He left there and went somewhere else and wound up at LSU.
Yeah.
Last year, there was some shady dealings going on in the program, and they suspended Will Wade for a while, but they reinstated him. And so I thought, well, everything's all been taken care of.
Right.
But this week in the paper, and even then they had a tape with Will Wade's voice on it saying that he paid a player so much money to sign with LSU.
He said that?
It's on the tape.
Oh,
okay,
man.
ESPN opened up a can of worms this week, and they said that FBI, their files, they have that tape on file where Will Wade offered 11 players to sign with LSU. He gave money to their dads.
Oh my God, he was cheating bad.
Let me tell you how much
He was
money.
cheating bad.
I forget how much money he gave. He not only gave money to their dads, he gave money to friends to try to influence the players to come to LSU.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I can't believe this.
Mark Weidmer wrote this article. He says that Will Wade will be gone in less than a week.
I would think so. I would think so. I mean,
he further said, if you remember how much time our good basketball coach got that we had to
Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl. How much time did they give him away from the sport?
It was like 3 years.
5 years.
5 years, okay. Well, I was
but
close.
now he's alive and kicking at all.
And now he's doing great at Auburn, made the Final Four.
This man, Will Wade, according to this article, they say that the death knell might sound for him professionally, or at least 10 years hiatus away from his sport.
That is a a really tough punishment. I agree with that, but he done a lot like that. That's ridiculous. The things you were mentioning that he done.
The money that.
Wow.
I found it. LSU. No, this is football now.
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Oh, you're back on. Okay,
no,
wait.
This is LSU.
We're still in LSU? Okay.
The water gets muddier. You would think that Ed Oregon would have control of his program.
He should. Defending national champions. Come on now.
All right.
Wow.
Booster, LSU booster, John Paul Funes, F-U-N-E-S.
Okay.
Paid the dad of offensive lineman Vad Alexander, and he was a 4-year starter, played all 4 years, paid him $180,000.
Whoa.
Just to say, I will sign the line and I will enroll at LSU.
Man, so now their football team's in trouble for it too?
He spread that money over a 5-year period, That's $35,000 a year. Billy,
Yeah,
I never made that
that's-
much money in a year in my life.
Right. I mean, that's really good. I mean, well, it's actually a really bad thing, like more cheating.
Now, Ed didn't come on board until the middle of 2016. I don't know how much of this he's responsible for, but
Oh,
here
yeah.
is what the findings of the NCAA has said.
Oh, wow.
They find a potential failure to monitor and finding aggravating or mitigating factors. His comments
You
were
think?
failure to monitor, or those are three words no athletic department wants to hear.
Failure
Because
to-
if you're accused of that, that means that sometimes you are winking at something that happened,
Right.
or you're letting it be swept under the
Well,
rug.
yeah, you're looking the other way. Do they feel like that? That's what Ed's doing.
Well, the findings of the NCAA are that what went on in the basketball program, they have found similar sets of circumstances in the football program too. Not by the coach,
Okay.
but by
well,
failure to monitor what's going on in your university. The top
Yeah.
brass needs to know what's going
he
on.
should know. He should
So
know.
that nothing illegal will be done to bring ill repute to the LSU organization.
I agree with that 100%. When did this
And the
story break?
FBI, the FBI. Listen, I read this yesterday and today.
Okay.
The FBI's in it now. The
That-
FBI's
that-
in it.
I did not think that you were going to be saying that. Like, I admit I've not watched sports today, so I did not know any of this, and I'm really shocked.
Mark
I really
Weaver
am.
had a good relationship with Will Wade when he was at UTC.
Yeah.
He is mightily disappointed because he said that man was a man of integrity, an honest man. I don't know if of course, these are all allegations,
Exactly.
but they got the tape with his
oh, yeah.
voice on the tape saying to
that's
this
not
player,
good.
and he uses curse words.
Oh.
He says, "I gave him so much money to play, and he better do it." Blah blah blah. But let me tell you,
Well, that's huge news, though.
I believe it enough so that I'm not going to name any of my children Will Wade,
Yeah, exactly.
if I have any more.
Well, Will Wade, I think whoever said that he would last about another week, I'd say that is probably very accurate. If they don't get rid of him or anything, then I would be shocked.
I don't understand how that they suspended him last year with that tape in their possession with
Oh,
his
yeah.
voice on it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand how they reinstated him then.
Yeah, that don't make no sense,
And
does
so
it?
here you are with a new year and not a new coach, same coach, but now these old things get dragged back up again.
And that's called. They'll have a new coach
And
for
it
long.
sounds like there's been more added to the fire.
Well, I'm sure there have been.
But you know, I'm glad that Bruce Pearl got a second chance.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
I don't
And
like it because he went to Auburn because he can beat snot
I
out of
know.
us.
I wish he was back at Tennessee.
But
So bad.
giving people second chances is good, but Pearl paid
I
his
agree.
price. He had
yeah.
to sit out 5 years.
I agree. And what he did though is not as bad as what.
No.
LSU.
What is bad?
No.
But can you imagine the earning potential that took out of his career? 5 years in his peak.
Yeah, because
I'm
he's
sure
making big money now though.
big money, big money.
I don't exactly feel sorry for him, Papa. I don't feel sorry for him at all.
More than the $35,000 per year.
Yeah, every bit of it.
More than I ever made per year.
That's right. Yeah, he seems to be doing really good for himself, so no sympathy here
No.
on that at all.
That's all I have in sports.
Well, I'd say so. That was
That's more sports we've had in a long time.
it sure is, and that is crazy. Just wow.
I don't, I'd rather give good reports than bad reports. I'd rather
Yeah.
have good news instead of bad news.
Oh yeah.
But these are big topics in sports right now.
They are. I mean, well, especially
LSU's defending champion.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I just wonder what they'll do with the football program, like punishment-wise. Like what will they do?
What's sad is the fingers being pointed at the brass and the higher ups instead of the coach or the coaching staff.
Well, yeah.
They're saying your failure to monitor your
True.
proceedings on the field, and the man that takes care of those things,
Ed.
the man that's responsible, you're not monitoring it close enough. They might be out there on the field playing mumbling peg or marbles.
Okay, that's crazy. I was listening to something else and you snuck in marbles and on me again.
I'm sorry.
And by the way, folks, marbles is not, I repeat, is not a sport. It's a game.
I made a sport out of it when I played.
You sure did. All right, well, that's it for sports. I'm still reeling from that news. But anyway, it's time for a commercial break. After the break, we'll be back with some good old Albertology. That's coming up after the break right here on the
Stay
Albert and Billy
tuned.
Show.
Dana Thompson and her family just finished construction on their second new home with River Valley Ag Credit. Side by side, we ensured they got a quality, lasting home. You see, Dana and Brady have two daughters who rely on them.
And we rely on River Valley Ag Credit.
Rely on River Valley Ag Credit, serving Western Kentucky and Tennessee farmers for decades.
Lending support for generations. River Valley Ag Credits.
Ben Buckner here, General Manager of Victory Pre-Owned of Dunlap. I'm here to let everyone know that Victory offers a full-service garage open to the public. Our mechanics are ASE certified and locally known and have over 20 years of experience. From our $29.95 oil change to complete car care, no job is too big or too small. Come in and check us out, 15480 Rankin Avenue, right in the middle of Dunlap, Tennessee.
I'll take care of Lester today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio AM 1110 and Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. I want to thank our sponsors also. Bilbrey Insurance over on Spring Street. Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie for all your insurance needs. Citizens Tri-County Bank on North Main Street. The offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Thank you guys. Mag's Auto Sales, The Loom, Pottville Family Dentistry, Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale. and his friendly staff at Farm Bureau Insurance and Morgan Brothers. We were talking about them earlier today. They got a lot going on right now, and I can't wait till I'm able to say the big announcement that they've got coming up, but can't say it yet, but I'll be sure to let you guys know when we can start talking about that. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and now it is time for Albertology, Papa. What are we talking about today for Albertology?
This is going to be different.
I should say uh-oh.
I have a lady friend that gave me a book.
Uh-huh.
And the book is on Guinness World Book of Records.
Oh.
So there were a couple of things that came to my attention. And number one that got my attention is the most secure prison that was ever built. It became a maximum security prison in 1934.
Mm-hmm.
No convict was known to have lived to tell of a successful escape from the prison called Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pelican Island. And in the background...
A few tried, but they didn't succeed.
If in the background you could see the San Francisco Bay Bridge.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's that close.
Yeah.
No convict ever escaped, although 23 tried.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 12 were recaptured, 5 were shot dead, 1 drowned, and 5 were presumed drowned.
Yeah, they might have escaped and got to freedom, you don't know.
Yeah.
But on December the 16th in 62, 3 months before the prison was closed, one man reached the mainland alive, only to be recaptured on the spot. I mean, when he got to land, they got him. John Chase was in prison for a record 26 years on Alcatraz.
Yeah, I'd say so. That was a bad move on his part, wasn't it?
Then I have another one that I want to read about.
Okay.
This is interesting. Back in World War II, or prior to World War II, Hitler became the main ramrod running Germany.
Oh, yeah.
And the SS, they had a concentration camp known as Auschwitz.
Yeah.
And it was in southern Poland. And there was a minimum of 920,000 people exterminated from June the 14th of 40, which was prior to the World War I opening, to January the 18th in 1945. That's when it was shut down.
Gosh.
Soviets estimate that instead of 920,000, there were 4 million.
Man,
but at any rate,
that's terrible.
The greatest number ever killed in one day was 6,000 people. The man that operated the release of the cyanide pellets into the gas chambers was Sergeant Major Moll. It's M-O-L-L, but it's pronounced M-O-L-D. The Nazi commandant during the period of 40 to 43 was Rudolf Franz Ferdinand Haas. And he was tried in Warsaw after the war was over. The trial lasted from March the 11th to April the 2nd of 47. And he was hanged, and he was 47 years old. Otto Adolf Eichmann of the SS was hanged in a small room inside Ramle prison near Tel Aviv, Israel, at just before midnight on May the 31st, 1962. It took them a while to find him.
Wow.
But he was hung for his complicity in the deaths of an indeterminably massive number of Jews during World War II.
Gosh.
Adolf Hitler was the one that was responsible. What he
Yeah.
called what they were doing was the final solution.
Oh,
They
wow.
wanted to rid the world of the Jews, and just I think they did 6 million Jews
Gosh.
altogether. They just killed them.
Yeah, I mean, really for no reason, just basically because he didn't like them.
No,
I mean,
well,
that's what it seems like.
and he
you
wanted
know?
to build a superior race.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Okay, I want to give
Gosh.
you the 3 most favorite songs of all time.
Okay.
3 most favorite songs, and give me a guess what you think one of them might be. Don't look.
I don't. Oh gosh. I
Favorite
don't.
song of all time.
Well, I know, but I mean
Well,
that's their opinion.
You're talking about gospel. You're talking about rap. You're talking about
Country. Rock and roll.
But here's the 3 songs that are the most popular songs.
Okay, let's hear this.
First one is "Happy Birthday to You." This caught my attention when I read this. I thought, "Happy birthday to you."
Oh my God.
Probably sung more than any other song.
I mean,
of
yeah.
course it is. It was published in 1936.
I wasn't thinking about songs like that.
You want the second one you won't believe, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Can't believe this.
And
what's-
the last one,
Oh gosh.
Old Lang Syne.
I ain't never heard of that one.
Old Lang Syne, you sing it every year at New Year's.
Oh, we do. Okay, then yeah, I do know it. I just guess I never knew the name.
AULD, Old
Yeah.
Lang Syne. I don't know what that means.
Okay. But
I was thinking
I was
Michael
not-
Jackson. you
yeah, I
know,
was not thinking about.
Beatles.
I don't know what you call those, but I was not thinking about
Okay,
songs
I
like
bet.
that.
I bet you don't even read the comic strips, do you?
Nope, I don't.
Well, the Sunday comics are, there's a lot of them I don't read anymore. A lot of the ones I used to read, their artists died along the way.
I was about to say they're no longer
Those-
with us, maybe.
Those stories are no longer with us. But the favorite, most syndicated cartoon strip is Blondie.
Really?
Blondie's really about
I've heard
her
of it.
husband, Dagwood. They have 2 children, Alexander and I can't remember the daughter, Cookie, and they have a dog named Daisy. But that's the #1 comic strip that's syndicated.
I guess I can see. I mean, because I've heard of that one, you know, and I don't know about a lot of the comics.
I think
so.
when you open up the Sunday comics, that's #1, the first one you read.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense then.
The best-selling authoress is Agatha Christie,
I can see that. Yeah.
80 novels.
Wow.
The best-selling author is Earl Stanley Gardner, Perry
I've not
Mason.
heard. Oh, okay.
I think his sales were somewhere around
170 million?
million.
Gosh.
The most frequently used words in English, I would think I would be one, or A would be #1. But listen,
Well, yeah.
the is first.
Makes sense.
Of, and, to, a, in, that, is,
It.
I, it, for, and as. The most common letter used in the alphabet is E. And that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I knew it would be a vowel.
When I work in crossword puzzles, I look for A and I because there's one letter standing alone.
Oh, okay.
Then the next most frequently used letter in a puzzle would be E.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's
I
always.
learned that the hard way. Slow
Yeah.
states about recovering from the virus.
Okay.
Here, Tennessee's one of them.
Okay.
But most of these are in the South.
Okay.
Florida's #1.
Mm-hmm.
These are based on jobless claims, by the way. Jobless
Oh, I'm
claims
sure.
dictates how slow you are in recovering from the virus. Florida, Georgia, Kansas, New Mexico, Louisiana's #5, Virginia's #6, Kentucky's #7, Alaska's #8,
Alaska.
Tennessee is #9.
Wow.
That's pretty good, I guess, when you're ranking the top 10, and Nevada was number 7.
Well, top 10, they're the top 10 in recovering from it or not?
Slowest.
Oh, okay. No, it's not good to be in that top 10 then, no.
Fastest selling cars in Chattanooga.
Fastest selling cars in Chattanooga, okay.
I don't think I knew any of them.
Oh, let's hear it.
Lexus GX 460.
Wow. Dang.
Kia Seltos.
Really?
Would you ever thought Kia would be in the top 5 selling cars in Chattanooga?
No.
No way. Must be because of the economic value of those.
It was,
purchasing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Number 3 is also a Kia.
Wow.
Telluride.
Okay.
Volkswagen is number 4.
A Volkswagen. Is that how you
You
say?
don't like me. Now, Billy, what does the word Volkswagen? Well, I'll say Volkswagen. Okay, I'll say Volkswagen.
You do sound German, though. You're doing the good job with it.
Well, but what does that mean?
I don't know what it means, but it is. I think it is German, isn't it?
Think of the word Volks, and you put an F there instead of a V. Folks. Hitler made the car for the folks of Germany, the common people. It is the people's car.
Okay.
That's what that means. People's car. And then the Toyota Highlander. That
makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
You know, Toyota, yeah.
You think we better do some stories? Jokes.
Jokes, yes.
All right.
I want to hear jokes, not stories.
This is the shortest wheel ever written.
The shortest wheel?
Shortest wheel. I never have written a wheel because Eddie Albert died, and so I'm going to let my 2 daughters fight over all my money. Here's the shortest wheel. Being of sound mind, I spent all the money. That was the wheel. Arthur Bland in Sunrise.
These real too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Arthur Bland in Sunrise, Florida.
I didn't know that really happened. That's even better.
I was raised by my grandfather clock because my biological clock was never there. Oh me.
That's good.
Well now, where's my stories? Here's
Your jokes.
My jokes. All right. A man owned a small farm. The state treasury department claimed he was not paying proper wages to his help, and they sent an agent out to interview him.
Okay.
So the agent said to the farmer, the man that owned the small farm,
right,
I need a list of your employees and how much you pay them. Well, replied the farmer, there's my farmhand who's been with me 3 years.
Okay.
I pay him $200 a week plus room and board. The cook has been here for 18 months. I pay her $150 a week and I give her room and board.
Okay.
Then there's the half-wit who works about 18 hours every day and does about 90% of all the work around here. He makes about $10 per week, pays his own room and board, and I buy him a bottle of bourbon every Saturday night. And he also sleeps with my wife.
Exactly, it's him.
That's the guy I want to. I want to talk to that half-wit. The man said, that's me. All right.
Oh, wait.
Why is it when you're in bed, it's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
and you close your eyes just for 5 minutes more, and it's 7:45?
I know. I hate that. That happens to me a lot.
Really?
A lot. Yes. It's like you just close your eyes, you feel like for just a few seconds, and it's more like a couple hours.
Every day, a patient in a mental hospital would put his ear to the wall
Okay.
and listen all day long.
Right.
Day after day, the doctor would visit him and watch this guy doing nothing but holding his ear up to the wall all day long.
Oh,
And the doctor finally decided that he would see what's going on. So he
Needs
walks
to-
in the room,
okay.
puts his ear up to the wall, and listens for a long time.
Okay.
And finally, the doctor heard nothing. So he turned to the mental patient and he said, "I don't hear anything." The mental
Right.
patient said, "Yeah, I know it's been like that for months."
Shoot. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Before going into surgery, Guy thought it would be funny if he posted a note on himself
Oh, God.
telling the surgeon to be careful. So after surgery,
It's kind of funny.
Guy woke up and he found a note on his belly, and the note said, "Anyone seen my cell phone?"
Ooh.
The pessimist says things just couldn't get any worse. An optimist says, "Oh yes, they can." I've got a real long one that would take a long time to tell, but it's one of the cutest things you ever heard. But I won't take. It takes too long.
Okay, well, do a couple more.
All right. The son says to his dad, "Dad, I have an imaginary girlfriend." And the dad says, "You know you can do better, right?" The son said, "Well, thanks, Dad. That means a lot." The dad says, "I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the girlfriend."
That's pretty good.
All right.
I wouldn't like that if I was a son, though.
This will be the last one.
Okay, let's
A
see.
man experiencing hearing loss decided to check out the latest in hearing aids, but he didn't want to spend a lot of money. It sounds a whole lot like Albert.
Yeah, it kind of does,
I need
actually.
a hearing aid, but it costs too much
Boy,
money.
does he ever. But anyway,
So
go ahead.
he goes and he says, "How much do they cost?" He asks the salesman. "Well, anywhere from $2 to $2,000. Can I see the $2 model?"
For real.
This customer's named Albert, I'm sure.
Yeah, that sounds an awful lot like
So
you,
the
Papa.
salesman got the $2 model, put it around his neck, and stuck the button in his ear and wires down into his shirt pocket.
Okay.
"How does it work?" asked the customer. "For $2 it doesn't work, but when people see that, they'll talk louder." That's all I have.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, those are some good ones, Papa. And that's it for Albertology. And that's it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Thanks for listening to us right here on WUAT Radio and watching us on Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. We'll be back next week for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.